Hello, Michael Williamson.
Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie, we can't roll our windows down.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and roll his window down.
First of all, Cassidy Martin, will you come up here, baby? As she's coming, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Cassidy. Not only is she a soapbox derby racer, but as you can tell, she's a pretty soapbox derby racer. She competed in our soapbox derby pageant this year. She has come in second place. She's getting a helper over here. She has come in second place in our local race for the past 2 years. Cassidy, in 2015, lost to her sister for the first place, second place trophy. And then now this year, she got beat by the champion again. So she is a really good racer. She's been racing for 3 years, and this year in the rally points, she had a total of 183 points, and went to Akron and competed in Akron with what she was doing. Cassidy? Presented to Cassidy Martin for participating in the All-American Soapbox Derby in Akron, Ohio, 2016. Thank you for what you're doing. Great job.
My experience was it was really fun, and it was a really big hill, and I hope I get to go back next year, and that's it really.
What was the experience like going down the hill?
Well, you just have to know the lines that you're trying to do, and what I did is I just went straight through the middle on every line.
And were you happy with the way you ran down that hill? Were you happy with your run?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your other experiences in Akron.
Well, it was I loved it, and I hope I get to go back again. And I wish that I could go back up there more than just that once that I got to go that time, because you can have more practice, and every day was really fun.
Well, you mentioned you want to go back. If you go back, what did you learn from this first trip to Akron?
Maybe I would do a different line on each run, since I know what I did the first time. So I would probably like when I go down the hill, I'd probably go on the side instead of the middle.
Are you going to be doing a lot of rally racing?
Yes, sir.
When's your next race?
September the 10th and 11th here.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Then we have Tucker Copeland. You come up. Tucker has been racing for 3 years. He's raced here in Georgia, he's raced in Florida. And I'll tell you a little story about Tucker. He come to me earlier this year and he said, Mr. Michael, I sure would like to go to Akron this year. And I said, well, you know what? I think you can. You're a good enough driver. I think you can do it. Which I encourage all the kids the same way. But Tucker is a little bit different, because he said, you know what, I think I can with the help of the Lord. And he lived by that this whole time. And whenever he got done racing and he got his trophy, the very first thing he done was thank the Lord for helping you, didn't you? So, with that being said, not only did he win our local race, but he also done a few rally races with us. Now, he didn't go every weekend like some of us did, but I don't even know if you knew this, but you had 125 rally points, so that you wasn't far off from going as a rally champion. So with that being said, I think he's planning on rally racing with us some this year, this coming year, and doing that. Tucker, on behalf of the Soapbox Derby, we want to do this and thank you for doing what you've done with us this year.
All right, Tucker, it's always hard to win at Akron, to win a heat. How did you win that heat?
Well, I I found something at the bottom of the track and stayed focused on it. Drove straight to it without crossing the center line. Try to drive straight as you can, and don't fight it. Don't fight the steering wheel.
Did you know you had won when you crossed the finish line?
Yes, sir.
What was that feeling like? Because you know how hard it is.
It was a good feeling, excitement.
How did your second heat go?
It was good, but I got put out by 0.13 of a second.
That must have been really close.
Yes, sir.
What did you learn about running down that big hill?
Well, you got to stay really straight and get really low in order to do well.
You want to go back?
Yes, sir.
And what about the rest of the week? What did you enjoy about going to Akron?
Well, it was fun. We got to meet a bunch of other people. We got to meet people from other parts of the world and just watching races.
Would you say it was like one of the most fun weeks of your life?
Yes, sir.
And what are you going to do next as far as racing's concerned?
Try to rally and go back, or we get in a master's car.
You going to change anything in your car?
No, sir. It's best shape. It is.
Next, I want to ask Cole Williamson. Will you come up? Cole is 18 years old. He's been racing for the past, well, not the past, but he's raced a total of 7 years. He is the 2009 local stock champion for Southeast Georgia. He's the 2015 local super stock champion for Southeast Georgia. And he wound up this year in the rally points with 184 total points. Cole, we want to present you with this plaque. Appreciation. Great job. And not only has he done all that, but he's also my son, so I can do this.
All right, Cole, tell me about your third trip to Akron and what you experienced.
Same thing as always. It was a lot of fun, but also I got to hang out with all my friends from Florida, Kentucky, Ohio, and just had a blast.
How did your racing go?
It went okay. Wasn't the outcome we hoped for, but it was still a ton of fun, and we enjoyed every second.
Each time you go, do you learn something about the track and how it might help you when you go back?
Most definitely. Every time you hear new things, you change your line a little bit. You try to learn just a little different strategy.
When you started this as a little boy, did you think you would keep doing it? Because now I guess you're going to college.
Yes, sir, I am going to college, and immediately I knew it was something I wanted to do. Daddy, I begged him to take me back and back and back, and I love it.
And what are your long-term plans right now as far as college and the rest of your future?
Long-term plans are, of course, go to college, start getting my degree in dental hygienist, and one day take over the soapbox derby and have Daddy help me.
With that being said, Harley, will you come talk to me just a minute? Will you just come see me? I want to give you something. While you're walking up here, I'm going to talk about you just a little bit. You can just come stand beside me. You don't have to say anything or do anything. Let me tell you something. This girl right here is my buddy. She is precious. We have made friends, haven't we? Yeah. And I think she loves me about as much as I love her. She really loves Miss Gina, don't you? Harley raced in our very first Super Kids race this year. And of course was just an absolute treat. And you know what? Before I met you at the race this year, I had already heard about Harley Neesmith and how big of a treat she was going to be to spend time with him. And then whenever you walked up, I knew exactly who Harley Neesmith was, because I knew just how fun it was to be around you. Harley also went to Akron. She competed in a world championship. She got through the first round. She done good. She was just as happy as she could be. She got through the second round, but we messed up. We let her see the merchandise table with all the hats and the shirts and the stuff like that. And I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, we went all the way to Akron, Ohio to be worried about a hat and a shirt and whatever, but we got it, didn't we? So anyway, Harley, did you have a good time in Akron? Are you going back with us next year? That was one thing she said, I'm ready to go back to Ohio. But what I want to do is I want to give you this plaque. I told you I had you something. And I'm going to tell you something else about Harley. She got done with our local race, And her daddy said she went home that night and packed her bags for Iowa. Is that true? Harley, I want to give you that, and I want to thank you for racing with us this year, and I look forward to next year.
It's Shauna Hutchison as they make their way to the line, keeping their heads down. It is lane number 3 from Lyons, Georgia, your grand champion of the 14th annual National Super Kids Classic. Congratulations to Shauna Hutchison of Lyons, Georgia.
Shauna was also presented with a World Championship ring. And this big old trophy that says 2016 National Super Kids Classic Grand Champion.
He's seen it grow. He's been the catalyst behind that. And I couldn't think of a better person to receive this award than Michael Williamson. And I would like to present this on behalf of myself and Mayor Neesmith to Michael Williamson. And I would like for you to give him a huge round of applause for this award.
First of all, of course, thanks for the applause. Thanks for being here and taking part in what we have going on. Before I say very much, some of you have heard me on the microphone before, like around the race and stuff like that. I was born to do two things, I believe. One of them was to install floor covering to the best of my ability, and the other one was to run a soapbox derby race. And I did not include public speaking. So, with that being said, if I do a lot of uhs and ahs, I apologize. It's what I'm not supposed to be doing up here. Being the director of the Southeast Georgia Soapbox Derby has really brought me out of the shell. I will say that. Whenever I first started this, it was hard for me to even go up and talk to anybody, and now I can't shut up. So, I appreciate the recognition, and some of you may know, some of you may not know, this is actually 2 years in a row that I've received that, and it's a real honor for me to do that, and I just appreciate that. When we were in Akron, we received another award as well, and this goes to, it's called the Outstanding Race Organization, Outstanding Race City. We were presented this plaque from Akron, and what that is I was just talking just an hour or so ago. We were lining up for the parade, and the CEO of the Soapbox Derby called me. He said, "I see what you're doing tonight, and I just wanted to call you and let you know I'm very proud of what the City of Lyons has going on, and I just wanted to call you and let you know before you get started with it." That was pretty cool. But on top of that, he mentioned the Outstanding Race City and what it takes to be an outstanding race city. His number one thing was growth. In the last 5 years, the Soapbox Derby has went from 19 stock cars to over 80 cars in 3 different divisions. With that being said, it can't be done without a lot of people's work, which is sitting in this room tonight, and I just appreciate that. But I brought the plaque back home, but I want to present this to the city of Lyons. And Mayor Neesmith, if you'll come up and accept this, I want this to be presented proudly, and I appreciate everybody's hard work as far as that goes.
Well, as always, and I think I've said this plenty and plenty of times, we want to always thank Michael, but also Gina. You're a big part of it too. You're back there in the back, but you need to wave your hand. They take so much time. So much of their time goes into this, and it's an annual thing. Even though the races has been over for about a month now, they're already starting on it again. And it's amazing what all they've done with it. That, like you said, we've got, 3 different categories now? We got rally races, so we're going to be racing year-round now. When's our next rally race, Mike?
September 10th and 11th.
September 10th and 11th. We're going to have rally races out here that weekend. So remember that, put that date in, and be out here.